welcome in. I am so happy to have you here with me. Today's video is super exciting. We are going to be talking about how to release stored trauma that is in your body. You girls know if you are on your feminine energy journey, this is essential. Feminine energy, it requires your body to be free-flowing. It requires your body to be in a state where you're not holding on to blocked emotions and trauma. So today we're going to talk all about how to release that. A huge part of your inner work journey, it is letting go and healing. And if you did not know this, stored trauma sits in your body until you physically do the work to release it. So if you have not healed from something traumatic that has happened to you, even if it's something that slightly threw you off from years ago, it is still in your body waiting to be healed. And I promise you, once it is healed, you are going to feel like a completely new person. So how do you do that? I will help you. Number one, you have to know what the trauma is that is being stored in your body. So number one is identifying what that blocked emotion is. And I face this a lot because, as you girls know, I grew up in a very toxic and abusive household. I had a lot of trauma that was sitting in my body. When I healed it, it changed my life. And what I'm going to share with you is a meditation that was so powerful for my inner work and my healing journey. I'm really excited to bring this to you because I constantly see in the comments, Alexis, please do meditations with us. Don't worry, I've got you. We are going to do the most powerful one that I've ever done today. This meditation has actually come from my therapist who I worked with. I'm so grateful for her. And when we sat down and did this meditation, it felt so healing for me. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm so grateful for BetterHelp. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video and helping the world heal. If you girls don't know what BetterHelp is, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. It is the largest therapy platform, and it's 100% online. It is what I have used for my own therapy. I absolutely love it. And what I love so much about BetterHelp is that it is so convenient. A lot of you I know are in toxic households. You don't have the space, you don't have the privacy to go and meet with a therapist. BetterHelp makes that so easy for you. You can sit in your car, you can sit in your bed, and you can talk with a licensed therapist who is going to help you with whatever it is that you are going through. I also think that this is so great for my business owner and entrepreneurs. If you do not have the time to go and drive to an office, meet with a therapist, BetterHelp will change your life. It is so much more convenient. And I also love it because it is so affordable. It is extremely affordable. You don't have to pay an insane amount for therapy. And BetterHelp, they are also giving us a special deal. So they will give you 10% off your first month of therapy using the code that is on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, and also in the description of this video. Another thing that I love about BetterHelp is it makes it so easy to find the therapist that is perfect for you. I remember when I was struggling to set boundaries, the thought of meeting with a therapist and not liking her or him and having to switch, that scared me so much. I didn't know how to speak up for myself yet. If you do not love the therapist that you have with BetterHelp, you can switch in the click of a button. It is so much more simple than traditional therapy. And I love how custom it is for you. That's the thing, when you are sitting down and you're starting your healing journey and you choose to work with a therapist, you want someone who's going to truly understand you and be the best prepared to work with you. What I did when I was beginning was I filled out a questionnaire and I answered a bunch of these questions. The best therapist was matched with me based on those questions. So I love that questionnaire. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video and for helping our community of women grow. So grateful. Make sure that you use that special code in the description to start your healing journey. So back to the meditation from the BetterHelp therapist that I was telling you girls about. So what you want to do right now, you want to get in a safe and comfortable space where you are able to close your eyes, where there's no outside distractions around you. What you are going to do is you're going to put your hands in whatever position is comfortable, and you are going to take a few deep breaths in and out. What I want you to do is imagine that you are in a forest. Imagine it's a very peaceful forest and you are going for a walk. As you're going for a walk, you see a few animals run by. Maybe you hear some music, maybe you hear the trees, maybe there's a river around you. Imagine the most beautiful, the most peaceful, the most calm forest that is possible. You find a trail that's super easy to walk through in this forest. As you're walking along the trail, you come closer and closer to a light. And you notice that the light is coming from a house. Take a minute to imagine what this house looks like for you. Is it a small cottage? Is it a beautiful large mansion? It's a house in the middle of the forest that you are being led to go to. As you walk up to the door of this house, you slowly turn the knob and the door opens. You walk in and it smells cozy. It smells like fall. Maybe you smell some cookies that are baking in the oven. It's a very beautiful, well-lit, peaceful house. Take a minute to explore the house. What do you see? Do you see a few rooms? Do you see any furniture? Any stairs? As you are walking through the house, you are led to go into the kitchen. Take a minute to visualize what this kitchen looks like for you. Okay, and at the kitchen, you see a huge table with stacks and stacks of bowls everywhere. You see small bowls, you see large bowls, bowls of every different color. Reminder to still continue to take your deep breaths in and out. Take a minute, look at all the bowls that are around you. What you're going to do now is go up to the bowl that is the largest. Find the one that stands out to you. Maybe you take a minute to look through the piles of bowls. Once you find the bowl that is the largest, I want you to grab it, hold it in your hands. Take another deep breath in and out before you look into the bowl. Now I want you to take a look into the bowl. What you're going to see is a word. This word is going to represent what you needed when you were younger, but you didn't get. What was it that your body was craving? Maybe it was a feeling of safety. Maybe you never felt loved. Maybe you never felt seen. What is the first word that stands out to you that comes to mind? Take a minute, breathe in and out, just soak that in. Hold on to this word. If any emotions, any feelings come up, allow your body to release them. You can cry, you can move around, whatever feels best for your body. When you are ready, I want you to slowly open up your eyes and think about the word that you saw in the bowl. Maybe you need a minute to absorb this and take it in. Take as much time as you need. The word that was in the bowl. This is most likely the feeling, the emotion, the need that you did not have when you were a kid that you needed the most. And why this word is so important is because it's going to reveal the blocked emotions that your body is still holding on to. And I will explain. When I did this activity with my therapist, I immediately started bawling. I am such an emotional person, such a crier, and as soon as she told me to pick up the bowl and look inside, and she asked what word I saw, the word that came to my mind was safety. Oh my gosh, I cannot get emotional talking about this. I did not think this would happen. But safety was what came up for me. And for me, I did not feel safe growing up. I did not feel safe to move my body. I did not feel safe to speak. And I realized that's why I'm here on YouTube and on TikTok with you girls, to be that person that brings that level of safety, validation, and love to you, because so many people are missing this, and their love and their self-esteem was crushed in their childhood like mine was. Mine came from a very, very toxic parent that I had. And realizing this and looking at my feminine energy, I thought that is the missing key. That is why it's been so hard for me to be the most raw, the most expressive, the most playful, beautiful, confident version of myself. That inner child inside of me still does not feel safe. This meditation revealed that to me. And when I sat and I thought, well, what are the blocked emotions that are still in my body because of this? I realized it was anger, it was fear, it was anxiety, and it was sadness. So when you think about the word that you saw, what was it that came to your mind? What are the blocked emotions that your body now has because of it? If this is painful or if this is emotional for you, I am here with you. If you need to take a second and come back, I totally understand. But this is what's going to heal your body. This is what's going to connect you to your feminine energy. It is going in, it is going deep, it is doing inner work. So now that you know what you're missing, you can help release the blocked emotions and the stored trauma that put that missing piece in your life. So for mine, again, it was that fear, it was the anxiety, and I also had a level of perfectionism and performing that I really felt pressured to do. So part 2, I know that one was deep. I might have to start doing more meditations with you girls. By the way, if you like that meditation, my Master Your Feminine Energy course would be such a great place for you. If you like these tools, you're gonna wanna be in that course. I have meditations in there, and it's a deep, deep dive into your inner work and feminine energy journey. It's that next level if you've already done a little bit of inner work. Best place to start. My girls that are already in it, you know that you can go back and revisit that meditation. It's going to be so helpful for you. So the next part that we're going to talk about, how do you release the stored trauma? So we just brought it up, we just went deep. Now how do we release the emotions that we are still holding on to so that we can be in our feminine energy and glow as women? So I have so many tips that I'm going to share with you girls. Number 1 is therapy, just like I talked about. Work with someone who wants to sit one-on-one with you and dive deep into the parts that are painful to go to. Therapy has changed my life. I'm so grateful for BetterHelp. If you feel that therapy is something that you've already done, or maybe you want another level, I also suggest hypnotherapy. I've done hypnotherapy myself and it changed my life. I think this is really what launched that start of my inner work journey. Hypnotherapy, what it is it's getting into a meditative state, and it's allowing your subconscious beliefs and feelings and emotions to come up. So what I mean by that is the parts of you that are in your body that we either repress or we don't think of all the time, it gives you that time to allow those to come up. So when I was doing hypnotherapy, how it worked is I was laying down, and the hypnotherapist, she put me into a meditative state, meaning that she just guided me through the breath work and really helped me feel peaceful and calm. And then once that happened, she started asking questions such as, what is it that your body is telling you need to release? Or what is it that you're holding on to? What's something that you regret? What's something that you know that you need to do and you haven't done yet? And what came up for me was I had regrets about not standing up for myself. I had regrets about not speaking my truth. This was in friendships, in romantic relationships, with my parents, everything. And in that moment, I realized why my energy was blocked. Why did I feel I couldn't reach that top level of myself, of excitement and joy and love? It's because I was still upset that I had not spoken up. And I just cried and cried. I told you girls, I'm a crier while I was doing hypnotherapy, and I realized this is what I've been holding on to that I get to now release. It is feeling shame that I have not stood up for myself. And in that moment, I realized no more. I'm not going to keep living like this. I deserve to stand up for myself. I deserve to be able to speak my mind clearly. And I started doing it. Sometimes it takes a painful look at the past of what you have not been doing to understand what you need to do going forward. That is a motivation that's going to help you get there. So therapy, hypnotherapy, these are great places to start. The next one is journaling. I love journaling. And what I have to say about journaling is if you feel resistance about journaling, and this is what I hear, especially from my one-on-one clients, Alexis, my hand hurts when I journal, or I'm not really a pen and paper person, or I just don't have the time to journal. I guarantee you, there is a deeper block to why you do not want to journal. It is probably a fear of revisiting painful emotions, blocked emotions. Just try it. I'm going to give you a prompt that is a good place to start. And that prompt is, what is it that made me angry and sad when I was a kid? Just start there. See what comes up. There's no pressure. You don't have to have perfect handwriting. It doesn't have to come out great. Just allow these emotions to escape your body and be out there on the paper. So much better on the paper than sitting inside your body. Here's something that I was questioning, am I going to share this on YouTube? And then I thought, yes, I'm going to. When I was journaling recently, what I was reflecting on was, why was it always so hard for me to set physical boundaries? Why was that always so hard for me to stand up for myself there? And as I was journaling about my childhood, I realized and remembered that I was forced to hug and to kiss and to be physical with certain family members that I didn't want to do that with. And it wasn't anything that was super inappropriate, but sometimes I didn't want to hug family members. I didn't want to hug uncles or grandparents. I didn't want to do it, but I was still pressured to do it. And that led to me having no physical boundaries as now an adult. So when you're journaling, you start to put the pieces together. Journaling is like a puzzle for your inner work. And oh my gosh, I took up my highlighter. I was highlighting all over my journal. This is why I struggled to set physical boundaries, because I was forced as a kid and didn't have the right to have any physical boundaries. So when you do this, you now get to give your body permission, no more. I'm no longer a child. This was in the past. This is not my identity moving forward. So journaling, so powerful. In my course, I have a whole PDF list of journaling prompts. If you're in there, make sure that you grab that. Do at least one a day. Your life will change. Okay, after journaling, there's meditation. So we just did that meditation together. I think meditation is so healing. I love this quote by Jay Shetty. I think he says, the average person needs 20 minutes of meditation a day to be stable and to be happy. The busiest people in the world need an hour of meditation a day to be stable and happy. I used to make up the worst excuses. Oh, I don't have time to meditate. You do. You do. And let me tell you, there's something with meditation that changed my life. If you struggle with either changing the way you appear when other people are around, or if you struggle with caring what other people think of you, what I want you to do is go to the nearest gym that is closest to you. If you have a membership, I want you to sit in the middle of the floor area or the stretching area. Maybe there's an area to do core or cardio, and I want you to sit there and meditate. Crisscross applesauce, any position that feels comfortable for you, and meditate. This changed my life, my girls. I used to have such a fear, oh my gosh, what is this person thinking of me? Or, oh, I need to walk different, I need to wear different clothes. No, that is all gone. I do not have any parts of those identity that are still with me, because I did things like this. I sat in the middle of the floor when it was uncomfortable and I meditated. While people are jump roping, they're lifting dumbbells, and I sat in those feelings of discomfort. I sat in the feelings of anxiety. Oh my gosh, people are probably thinking I'm so weird, I'm so spiritual, but I released their opinions and it changed my life. So not only are you doing this, but you're also giving your body time to be present and to heal and to unlock, again, those blocked emotions that are still stored with you. Okay. Next, this is my favorite to release blocked emotions. Dancing. It is so key for your feminine energy and inner work. Dancing. And the main thing here, it is being childlike. When you dance, you are releasing the need to be perfect. You can't, because your footsteps aren't perfect. Maybe you don't know the rhythm. You're acting like a child again. You're acting playful, and it's so beautiful. That's what is the key that is missing in a lot of people's feminine energy journeys, is they lost that childlike touch. You can get that back through dancing. Why I also love dancing, it connects you to your sensual energy. Your sensuality, if you're in my course, you already know this. Your sensuality is essential in your feminine energy journey. That pleasure, that desire, that seductive side of you, you can connect to that when you're dancing. You're moving your hips, you're feeling confident, you're feeling beautiful. It's so powerful. And even more than that, it's releasing blocked emotion physically. A lot of our blocked emotion, majority majority of our blocked emotions and trauma as women is stored in our hips. So until you do the work, like I mentioned earlier, to physically release that, that is sitting there in your hips. Guess what also sits in your hips? The energy centers for your creativity and your sensuality. So if your hips are filled with trauma and blocked emotions, guess what you are not able to connect to? Your creativity, your passion, your sensuality, and your inspiration. That is why for the longest time I told you girls, my dark feminine energy, I stuffed it, I buried it down because it was not allowed to come out when I was younger. I had zero creativity. I played it safe in life. I was at jobs that I did not like, in friendships that did not fulfill me. And I realized once I connected to this by releasing the trauma and allowing the creative, inspired, passionate sides of me to flow and to be filled, that is when I started posting content, created this business, my relationships, my health, everything in my life changed. Even the people around me, they will say, Alexis, you look completely different in pictures than you did 3 years ago. It is inner work. It's no physical work. I've never had plastic surgery. But if you go and you look, maybe, I don't know if I have any pictures on my Instagram like that, but if you go and look at my older pictures, even older YouTube videos, I look like a completely different woman now. It is because I have shed weight physically and energetically of stored traumas and blocked emotions using these tips that I'm sharing with you girls here. All right, so dancing. The next one is hip opening exercises. So again, that stored trauma that's in your hips, if you Google hip opening exercises to release stored trauma, you are going to find them. When you move your hips and you stretch them, you are releasing that emotion. That is why people who do yoga, they're so zen. It's because they've released the stored trauma and blocked emotion and their body is feeling so good, so full, so energized. That is what I want for you. And then the next one, it's emotionally releasing. My girls and my cores, you already know what I'm about to say. It's things that we used to do as a kid that are now considered weird. Things like running full speed through the grass, or shouting, screaming, really singing the lyrics of your favorite song super loud, screaming into a pillow, screaming in your car. Physically moving the emotions out of your body in a way that feels crazy. It's going to set you so free. And I think a lot of the times why we're so rigid and strict like robots nowadays, we are dying to break free. Think about children. Why are they so happy? It is because they are always moving trauma and blocked emotions out of their body. They're so carefree, their spirit is so alive. This is possible for you. That is why your age, it doesn't matter. People have this limiting belief, oh, when I age, my life and my value is gonna go down. No, it is your energy. How alive is your energy? It can be any age that you decide for it to be. So emotional release and rage, screaming, crying, letting your emotions out. It is a beautiful thing. Please never believe the side of the feminine energy content today that tells you to stay put together and perfect. That is not feminine energy. That is wounded feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is open and true and authentic. It is full of rage. It's full of passion, full of life. That is feminine energy. Okay. A story that I have about this too. So you know how I told you so many people are stiff in the world today? I used to be that way. And when I was 16, I started doing modeling. And I always had trouble modeling. My agents used to get on me about this. They would say, Alexis, you need to move your body. Alexis, you're not moving. And when I would pose, it would be things like, oh my gosh, it makes me so uncomfortable to do because it takes me back. It would be things like this or this. Now when I model, it's more free-flowing. It's like this or this. So I'm able to move my body better because I've done inner work. My modeling journey transformed completely when I did inner work. I was able to move my body. I couldn't before because I had so much stored trauma, and it came across in photos as stiff. So I didn't book jobs. I didn't go far with modeling when I was younger because I had so much to release. When I became comfortable moving my body, because I became comfortable with the woman that I was, my modeling career took off. So anything that you're trying to do, if you're feeling stiff, I guarantee you there's inner work to do. And that's why I'm here to help you. What else did I want to say about this? Yep. So, okay, the other thing that can really help you heal, this is a little bit different than the tips I just gave you, it's educating yourself. I believe knowledge and education and wisdom, when you can absorb this, that is how you heal. It's things like podcasts, reading books, taking courses. I have my Master Your Feminine Energy course. I would love to be the one that takes you on that next level of your feminine energy and inner work journey. Things like that help you dive deeper. And I was making that video for you girls called How to Heal Your Anxious Attachment Style. And I said how I healed my anxious attachment style was learning about how the anxious attachment style works. When I understood the only reason why I have these thoughts about my partner cheating or leaving me is because I felt abandoned when I was a kid and I still had that fear, light bulb moment. I realized I don't need to have these intrusive thoughts. I don't need to have the fear of being abandoned. I'm only feeling this way because of the past situations and experiences that I've had. You are going to set yourself free when you start to put the pieces together and understand this. Books are so powerful. That is why I have that PDF for you in my course too of all the books that I've ever read, the books that I plan to read, because those are what have changed my life. Just think about it. When you pick up a book, you are absorbing another incredibly successful person's whole entire life of knowledge and experience. You get to have that at your fingertips, literally. So take advantage of that. So another thing too is helping yourself release and heal quicker. I put this in my course, but I want you to know this too. When you're on your healing journey, what I want you to remember is there's a time where you can stretch, absorb all this info, heal, do the meditation, do the therapy, the exercises, but then there's a time when you need to pause. And what happens is we go on this healing journey, we just want to absorb and take all this information in, but we can burn ourselves out and we never actually absorb what we're learning. So everything that you're doing, especially if you begin therapy, stretch, absorb all the info you're learning, but then take time to pause and heal. I learned this in a podcast, Jay Shetty's podcast, On Purpose. It's a beautiful podcast if you don't already listen to it. And I really think this is important for everyone's inner work journey. So again, do not forget that BetterHelp is offering us that gift, 10% off your first month of therapy using the code that is in the description. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video and helping to heal the world. I'm really grateful to be a part of this brand. You girls know I rarely do brand deals, rarely do collaborations. I only promote companies and products that I truly believe in, and BetterHelp is one of those. So my girls, I'm gonna take some of your questions. Let's chat about stored trauma. Let's chat about it. This is a safe place, trust me. Oh, Jamie, thank you. You are so freaking beautiful. Oh my God, girl. Thank you. OMG, I love you. I love you, girls. This is such a fun, safe place. I don't know what I would do without live streaming. I love this community. Hi Alexis, what other podcasts do you recommend? Yes, good question, girl. So I only listen to maybe 3 podcasts. I'm very picky and limited with the people that I follow and absorb information from. So On Purpose by Jay Shetty, #1. Love his podcast. He's so spiritual, such a growth mindset, such a great interviewer. I love Jay Shetty's On Purpose podcast. Another one that I love is called The Self-Love Fix by Beatrice. Oh my gosh, I wish that her podcast was more popular. Every girl needs to know about this. This is the podcast that I listened to when I was starting my own healing and inner work journey. She talks a lot about how to recover from narcissistic abuse, codependency, how to build self-esteem, self-worth. Her voice is so soothing. It's such a safe place to be on your self-care and healing journey. So that is The Self-Love Fix by Beatrice. And another one that I love is, oh, why am I blanking on the name right now? Lewis Howes podcast. Oh, I was looking for my phone, but I'm using it right now. Lewis Howes, The School of Greatness. I actually learned about this podcast from one of my clients that I work with. She is amazing. And when she recommended this podcast, I said, absolutely, I will listen. He is so great. He interviews such a range of people in this world who are so knowledgeable and so healing and growth oriented. So I really love his podcast too. Do you have Do you have any coaching spots available? Samad, sadly I do not at the moment. Coaching is completely booked for the next few months, but I do have a wait list. If you go to my website, thefeminineglow.com, go over to the coaching section and add your name on the wait list. I will email you as soon as a spot opens. And alternatively, I have my Master Your Feminine Energy program. It is very, very similar to one-on-one coaching, but it's at your own pace instead. You're always welcome to do that. That's why I also come here and live stream and film so much content, because my heart wants to be with everyone who wants to do coaching, but I know that either some people can't afford it or there's not the time for it, so that's why I do this too. And I really promised the women that I work with that I would give my best to them. So what I do is I have weekly coaching spots and girls who have been working with me for months and months. And how I do coaching is those spots are saved for them unless they would like to take a break or a pause from coaching. And if I were to do coaching all day long, my energy would not be its absolute best. And I promise to bring my absolute best to every woman I work with. That's why I don't have a ton of spots open right now. I love this color on you. Thank you. I love turquoise. I love the shades of blue. I'm so happy that we did that video together called Acting Feminine versus Being Feminine, or being in feminine energy, because the question I see a lot is, can you wear blue, can you wear black and still be feminine? Yes, girl. Feminine energy, it's not about the color that you wear. It's about how you feel in it. I personally have always felt so amazing in blues, greens, turquoise. Turquoise is my favorite color. And for a long time I was scared to wear it because I thought, oh, that's not feminine. Blue's a boy color, but no. Time to remove the limiting beliefs and the restrictions. We put these on ourselves. No, you get to wear whatever color you want that you feel good in. Let's see. Do you have tips on your masterclass to transition from a 9-to-5 to pursuing your passion? Yes, I love the questions that you're bringing. So yes, in the Master Your Feminine Energy program, what the program does is it transforms you as a woman. It connects you to your deepest passions, to your deepest purpose, and it removes the blocks, the limiting beliefs, and more of the structure that is placed on you. So what happened for me is when I was doing everything that I'm teaching you in this course, when I was really removing the mold from society, I connected to my true passion and I was able to find my voice. I was able to find the confidence to come here and create content, which led me to starting thefeminineglow.com, this business. So yes, because you're going to discover who you are as a woman and what your passions are, the best tip that I have for you when you are thinking of creating a business is to take it one step at a time. The first step that I would take, and I've created 3 businesses my whole life. For my business, Solista Wear, which is a women's loungewear, I sat on Pinterest and I created a mood board for it. Why I love this for you girls is because it's going to take you totally in your feminine energy when you're creating your business. Sit and think, what is the aesthetic for your business? What types of products do you want to sell? What does your client look like? What are the colors for your business? I'm wondering, oh, again, I was looking for my phone, but I'm using it. I want to show you girls the mood board that I made for Solista Wear. It was more of the bougie, the sexy, the really goddess-like vibes. I found pictures of women who had these vibes. That's what I put on my mood board. I played around with the fonts, the colors that I liked. There was lots of pictures of self-care and jewelry and luxury, and that was the theme of my brand. So when I sat here and I was making that mood board, it inspired me the next day. Okay, how can I go and buy a domain name for my company? Or how can I connect with manufacturers to begin developing the products I want? Take it one step at a time and make sure that you are grounded as a woman. Make sure that you are on that feminine energy and inner work journey, because it's going to open up new ideas and it's going to remove the blocks of actually starting a business. There's so many limiting beliefs that building a business has to be hard, or that you have to take all these steps, that it takes a year to see profit. No, I saw profit the first week of starting my business, and it does not have to be hard. Something that I always say, and I love this, is life gets to be easy, it gets to be fun, you get to feel good. Your business is your baby. How do you want it to look like? For me, I knew I want to work less than 4 hours a day and I want to make triple, quadruple what I was making at my previous job. And now that is a reality because I connected with my desire, I connected with my feminine energy, and the inner work that I did, all of the tools that we just talked about, helped me to remove the blocks that were keeping me stuck. That is what you want to do. And I'm so happy for you that you have that passion that you want to pursue. Even if you feel I want to be a business owner or I don't want to be in the 9-to-5 grind, but you don't have a passion yet, trust me, it will come, especially when you are doing your inner work. I never thought I would create a business centered around feminine energy. I thought it was just something I was passionate about. And then I was just led to do it. God opened up that door for me. Let's see. Any advice for deciding what to pursue in college? I want financial stability, but I want to be happy. Yes, Salma, this is such a beautiful question. And I think it's absolutely crazy that at 18 years old, we pick the path for life that we want to go on. So what I studied in college is business, and I got my bachelor's degree in marketing. What I suggest is if you want financial stability and you want to be happy, the idea that comes to my mind is something entrepreneurship, something business, or something maybe in the psychology area or women's studies, for example. When you can work on yourself as a person, and this is going to be through business or psychology, women's studies, like I just mentioned, you are going to unlock what is meant for you. You're going to unlock your purpose because you know who you are as a woman or a man if you're watching this better. So pick something that is going to help you develop as a person. It's also so important the college that you pick or the professors that you work with. So the college that I went to, it was Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, and this was more of a rhetorical arts school. So the focus was how to express yourself, how to perform, how to get in touch with art, and they really pushed us to be really great speakers. So for example, all the freshmen at my university, we had to take a class called rhetorical arts, and you have to find things that you're passionate about and speak about it. And then your classmates get to ask you questions and you get to bounce back off of that. So I really love that my school forced me to be able to speak, forced me to be able to understand what is something that I'm passionate about. And there was a huge focus on business ethics for the business student. So I learned that internal integrity. I learned about being true to yourself and having authenticity in business. I learned that very early on. And I'm so grateful that the school taught me that. So really focus on picking a school that's going to teach you that the best. Thank you for the amazing answers. Yes, you are so welcome. Let's see. Oh, how do you not lose hope after being rejected from job opportunities and relationship opportunities? Ooh, girl, watch my video that I just posted called Rejection equals Redirection. I just want to give the answer to you now, but I made that video with so much content that is answering exactly what you're asking. How would you tell a man in a nice way that you are not interested in him? Marina, good question, girl. And how I've done it is I just let him know I really enjoyed our date or our conversation, but I don't feel a connection here. I want to be honest with you, I don't feel a connection here. That's what I would say. And it's showing him respect because you're not wasting his time. You're being upfront, you're being honest with him, and it's just letting him know there's someone else that's going to be better for you. Always be honest and keep it short. I've been working on myself in all parts of my life, but I still haven't met my partner yet. Yes, girl, this is so common. Trust me, when you release the energy of looking for him, he will come. And it's because we, as humans, we all have that vibrational frequency. It's a scale like this. When you feel, I'm doing everything right, but where's my partner? There's still a part of you that's lowering your vibration because you're in lack. What you want to do is live life, think, act as if he's already a part of your life. It's going to shift you up here. When you shift the abundant mindset, what happens is you will attract that partner in. It's because you are already living as a woman who has him. The truth is, your man is out there. He is walking on this earth right now. So when you shift your energy, you put yourself in different places to be able to attract him. So always remember abundant mindset over lack mindset. Trust me, girl, he's out there. I just had a very, very close family member to me. She has been on dating apps. She's been looking for a partner, putting herself out there for so long. She just met the man of her dreams. I get chills talking about it because they're already talking about their wedding, everything. And that is why I know in my heart when you release, he comes, because that is what she did. She started focusing on herself, developing her relationship with God, and filling her time up with things that made her feel amazing. And he came. When he came into her life and he pursued her so much, she was scared. She goes, I don't know if I'm ready for this yet. And I said, what do you mean? You've been talking about wanting him for so long. You've been talking about wanting to be with a partner. Now this man has come. So it's going to I get chills talking about it again. It's going to scare you when he comes, because it happens like this, when you pull the energy off of searching for him. I'm always in my dark feminine and can't seem to get into my, I think it's, you mean light feminine? What can I do? Junie, oh, I totally meant to mention this to you girls earlier. I am starting to go live on YouTube. So if you go onto my YouTube channel, go over to the tab that says live, you will see other videos that are not publicly posted on my channel. I don't know why it's different on YouTube. I talk about light feminine energy in that video. We go really, really deep on the qualities on how to get there. So I recommend you watch that, girl. Trust me, it's always possible. I, for years, was disconnected from my dark feminine energy. Now I'm balanced with my light and my dark. It is possible for you. Thank you so very much for your answer. I love you. Yes, Marina, I love you too, girl. Okay, my girls, I have a coaching call in about 4 minutes, so I'm gonna have to run. Thank you so much for being here with me today, sharing your energy. I love talking with you girls and reading your comments. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.